Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So today I am kitting up Christmas in July, would you believe? And I must have picked one of the hottest days of the year so far here in the UK to be kitting up Christmas. Maybe if I think about snow and cold weather and Christmas, it might cool me down a bit. But yeah, I have got my little desk fan on my desk, which I may have to turn on if it gets too hot. So I'm going to try not to rub it on too long with this one. Okay, so this is for part of hashtag DP Christmas in July 3, which Mindy from Mindy's Diamond Moment and Maritza from Kiss My Crafts are doing. They've done it obviously for the last 3 years because this is number 3. Yay, I can count. So I thought I'd better get started. We are the 12th of July today, so I'm a little bit slow getting started this time. But I have been doing Christmas cards, would you believe? I can't believe I'm doing Christmas stuff and it's just so hot. But anyway, so I've run my stickers through my Xyron sticker maker, ready to put on my tubs. And I've got a new storage box, which is the square one, which is what I thought I'd ordered previously when I got those little boxes that I couldn't open because you had to press them to open them. But I did everything but press them, I think, to try and open them. So we've got our little storage boxes. When I was doing the storage boxes, when I did the unboxing of this, which as I say, hopefully you have seen, this has got 2,800 drills in it. That's 14 packs of 200 that I put into there, just to see how many it would actually fit in, and I'm really impressed with how many that fitted in there. So yeah, so I can get rid of those packets now because I know which colour it is. Let's get these put onto the boxes, but I'll label this one up first, so I think I can see what it is. But anyway, so yeah, let me just, if I can get this. Everything is so warm and clammy today and sticky, it's unbelievable. Okay, get rid of that, just pop that down. I was diamond painting earlier on, and even in the house we were nearly up to 80 degrees, and we are a north facing living room, and there's no sun out today, but it's the humidity. It's just so warm, you just feel like you want to go and stand under a cold shower for the next 3 days to recover. It's not good at all. But anyway, it soon passes, and then we'll get winter and we'll all be moaning about how cold it is. No, my favourite time of year is autumn, when it's just lovely, crisp, dry mornings, and you can put a lovely snuggly jumper on and just wander around outside. Gorgeous. Okay, so there's only 18 colours on this one. Oh, I haven't shown you it, have I? It's actually a little Scottie dog. Look at that, with a little coat on. It's got a little Christmas coat on. He's got a Christmas coat. Okay, and it was from Pig Zoo on AliExpress, and I bought it actually on the, well, I received it on the 6th of July last year. So it's over a year old, this painting, and it cost me $9.04. So yeah, it needs to be done because it's been around for such a long time. I'll show you those in a second. I may or may not do that. Right, so what number was this? Where am I? Oh, so 3756. Oh, is the last one is number 18. So let's get that put on there. This is a 40 bottle storage container, and just put that on there. They're not quite fitting, are they? I put them slightly sideways. I still want to be able to open up the little things carefully because I've way overfilled this one. I certainly wouldn't put 14 packets in this one. I would probably put 13 or even 12 because I put too many in, and then when you put the lid on, because you've got like the rim around the lid, it just squished them a little bit. But anyway, so that's the last one, and then I'm just going to need another one. Actually, I'll keep that one out, look, till the last. Let's do these in order, Liz. Let's not be faffing. Okay, get these drills out of this bag. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing okay. Anyway, I know in the UK we're having strange things happen. there was a thing on the news this morning that the railway lines are catching fire because it's so hot, and I suppose it's the oil from the trains is going onto the lines, and then obviously you've got a reflective surface and the sun's catching it, and it's actually setting fire to the grass in between the railway lines. So some of the trains haven't been running. I've never ever heard of that before. I know we have got grass fires up on some of the moors because they're so dry, and yeah, we do tend to get that every year, and some people just aren't very careful when they're, say, having a barbecue, or they're smoking and throw a cigarette or whatever, and accidents happen. But unfortunately, with everything being so dry, yeah, it's catching fire. But I've never heard of railway lines catching fire before. Well, it's not the actual metal rail that the trains run on. It's because there's like weeds and grass that's all dried out, and is catching fire. So goodness me, very, very strange times. But yes, they're predicting that we're going to go up to 104 degrees either at the weekend or next week, and that is way too hot for me. I'm very fair skinned, and I do burn, and I end up very lobsterish, very pink, and all that happens is that I go pink, I'm very sore, and then I peel, and then I just end up white again. But I do suffer from prickly heat as well, and I think that's part of like hay feverish. You know, if I get too warm, then I just get really, really itchy, and it's horrid. And then I just do go and stand in a cold shower. Oh dear. Yeah, just make sure my clothes are handy so that if there's any emergencies I can rush downstairs. I don't want to be stood downstairs and scaring the neighbours to death if they look through the window. Oh dear. Right. So yeah, as I say, I hope everybody is managing to stay safe. I know different parts of the world have got different problems, and positive thoughts coming your way for better times, shall we say. Okay, number 14. If it wasn't for the fact that this is in little bags, this would be a very quick kitting up, but it has come in those little 200 bags. Fortunately, it is a round. I was thinking it was a square, but it is a round. It did come in an absolute state, this canvas, and I do believe I got a partial or a full refund on it because it was so badly damaged. It is double-sided tape, but I've done a lot of work on it, ironing and flattening and messing about with it. So I've had it a year, and I think it's as good as I'm going to get it. So we'll see how it comes out, but it is a Christmas painting, so I thought I would give it a go for this event. Yay! Okay, I'll keep that out because I will need it for my numbers. I want my tray. Let's just fold that in half that way. Okay, did I say it's a 30 by 40? Yeah, but it's a 40 by 30 because it's landscape size. But it is a full true size as well. It's not the canvas size, it is the full size. So let's start with the smaller colours first and get those done. So we're at 349. Let's get started. 349 is, I'm looking at the packs numbers there. I did actually check off my inventory with this look as well. I ticked it all off. Okay. Right, so where was I? 349 is number 4. This hasn't copied brilliantly. The symbols haven't copied brilliantly, but as long as I've got my numbers, I will be okay. So we've got 2 packs of this one. Right, and I'm going to do it this way so that they go in better by cutting them long ways and ending up with that nice little straight edge there. They do go into the thing better, she says, as she's now just throwing them all over. Oh, actually, I can probably with these just cut the ends off and just tip them in because they are quite deep containers. I'll maybe do it the other way. Keep all my bits to one side. So that's a very full container for not many drills. Right, so what's our next colour? It is 891, which is number 11. Where is number 11? Is there. Okay, take those off. Oh, it's warm. I'm going to be in a puddle by the time I finish doing this, I can tell. Okay, I should have brought a little bin with me to put all these bits in. This is why I don't like these bags. There's nothing wrong with these bags. There's nothing wrong with the, well, there may be something wrong with the drills. You'd have to use them, but on the whole, there's nothing wrong with the drills. It is just that they take so much longer to kit up because you've got to open all the little packets and you've got more chance of spillage and things escaping. As you can see, I'm already doing a good job on that. Alright, that's a big colour, so we'll leave that till last. Actually, using the 40 might be okay, because I think I'm going to have certainly a lot more containers of, well, that one's going to need another one, and this one's going to need quite a few, so maybe it's not a bad thing. Right, 930 is number 13. Okay, grab that one. I am liking this new storage container. I am going to get another one. It is from a store on AliExpress. And so I've just recently done an unboxing. I think it may have been yesterday's video, but I would have to check. Okay, get that one put in there. That's that one. Did I put the lid? It's a little bit dark today. I'm not quite sure why. So with no sun, but that shouldn't make it too dark. But I do think, and I do hope, we're in for a storm. 3, 2, 1 is number 3, because it might just clear the air a little bit. I'm just hoping we don't get all those thunderfly things, you know. You tend to get those horrible flies when you get this sort of hot, muggy weather. Yeah. I can't be doing with those. So you're all sort of like hot and sticky, and then you go outside and you end up with little flies all stuck to you. Yuck. I feel like that little boy on Peanuts cartoons, you know, that has the little cloud of flies around. Alright, 498 is number 6. Coming number 6. Okay. Oops. A little bit tight, these lids, but as I say, it is a brand new storage container, first time using it, so we'll give it a run out and see how it works, see what we think to it. I'm only risking doing these 2 at a time just in case. Right, that's that one. Okay, so yeah, I did get a canvas out and ready to do Christmas in July last year, and then for whatever reason, I guess life just overtook me. Possibly hubby was in hospital, I'm not sure. It seems to be our default setting. Let's get all these smaller colours first. That's quite a biggish colour as well, so if we get all these out the way first, then we can have a look at the bigger colours. So 823 is number 10, so let's put that in there. Yeah, so I've still got that canvas as well, and it's kitted up how I used to kit up, which is where I was using the little 28 storage containers before I started getting other different types of storage. And I used to keep the little labels, the little numbers off the bags, and put the number in the back of the number off the bag into the container, so I never actually wrote on the top of the containers. Probably not a wise thing to do, because if the little thing comes out of the container, then you don't know what number you've got. But yeah, that's how I used to diamond paint and used to kit up. And then from watching YouTube channels and seeing how other people did things, you then think, oh, I'll give that one a try, and then you sort of adapt it to your own way of doing things. So yeah, it was it's all a learning curve when you start a new hobby, isn't it? 17 is there, so that's that one. Not as easy to move up, these. They're very stuck. But I am liking them, and I am liking the fact that they're bigger to take more drills. I think that's excellent. Okay. So when I get a new storage system, I do always like to try with these little 200 packets and see how many I can fit in. Now, if I didn't have the 200 packets, I wouldn't be able to do that. I suppose I could weigh them, but yeah, so I just happen to have this one with the packets. I thought that will make it easier. Right, 895 is number 12. Oops. So these stickers are just a little bit big for these pots, but hopefully it won't take me too long to do this one. Fingers crossed. Whether I'll actually get it done in July, because we have only got, what, another 2 and a bit weeks, I'm not quite sure, but we'll give it a go. So I'm doing Christmas cards as well at the minute. I'm doing my 31 Christmas cards in 31 days for July. What am I looking at? 317 I'm looking at, Liz, not that number, is number 1. I hope I'm not going to get brain fog and put these in the wrong ones, but if I do, I do. And then I'll be saying help. Mind you, that's the one thing about doing a YouTube channel. You can always go back and watch your video and see what you did wrong. Either that, or hopefully some of you lovely people will tell me, shout at me and say, Liz, look what you did. And I'll, oh no. So, yeah. It's all good fun. Right, so that's 317. Okay, so what have we got now? This is 3052. It's number 15. I think we're going to have a lot of background on this one. Oops. It's number 16's decided it wanted to come out and say hello as well. And that one wants to go there, doesn't it? Oh no, hang on. No, 15, 16, 17. Oh, balmy Liz. I tell you, it's the hot weather. What am I going to do when it starts getting colder? Will I start blaming the cold weather? I won't be able to say, oh, doing daft things is because it's so hot. Ooh, what number is that? Is that 414? Yes, is number 5. Okay. Right. These are a little bit sort of like squarer packets rather than the long packets. It must be just as they've got them. Okay. Squish them both together into there and give them a bit of a shake, and you got. Okay, that's number 5, and then these 2 little chaps here. 3346 is number 16. So number 16 wanted to come out earlier. Well, it could come out now. Okay. Alright, so that's that way. And what's the next one? 648. 648 is number 8. So that's that one. Oh, I found something else new out last night. As you know, we're getting hedgehogs in our garden, which is lovely, and I'm putting food and water out for them because they must get very, very thirsty in this hot weather. We're back to the hot weather again, but I am British. We do talk about the weather a lot. Oh, what number's that? Is that 523? Gosh, I've nearly missed that one off altogether. Yeah, it's number 7. So, yeah, so last night, Millie was in and out playing with the hedgehog. Well, I say playing with, she just goes and watches it. And it just looks at her and says, I'm not moving, I'm not running, you're not chasing me. If you think I'm playing chasing this weather, you've got another thing coming. Anyway, 4 o'clock this morning, and she wanted to go out again. I mean, I can't not let her out. If she needs to go to the toilet, she needs to go to the toilet. And I never know whether she does actually want to go to the toilet or whether it's the fact that she wants to go and play with the hedgehog. But you can't really take the risk. I mean, you know, poor little thing. She can hardly say to you, hey, look, get that door open. I need to go out, can she? You know, she can't tell you why she wants to go out. So, you know, I'd hate for her to be sort of crossing her legs saying, oh, I need to go, please open the door. And I'm saying, no, you don't, you want to go and play with the hedgehog. So, yeah, I do always let her out when she wants to go. So, maybe I'm just a soft touch, I don't know. Well, yeah, I probably am, to be fair. Right, 939. Okay, this is another big number. So that's number 14. I think we must have just about got all the colours, have we? 11, 12, so just, yeah, so it's that one. Oh, we've got number 17 there. We've got number 18, so there's just one other colour as well. So yeah, so we're outside and I saw the hedgehog, so I put some more water out because I don't know whether it's the hedgehog that's drinking it. Possibly Millie drinks it, you know. I mean, she's pretty much, oh, if there's any dirty water out in the garden, she'll drink that rather than come in and have her nice clean bowls that have got lovely fresh cool water with ice cubes in, you know. Not that she's awkward or anything. And anyway, I'm just shutting the door and I heard this noise going, and it was really loud. I thought, oh heck, what's that? And you know when you sort of like, you've seen a lot of horror films and you hear a funny noise, and when you're watching a horror film you always say, don't go out there, just shut the door, don't go out. And they always do, and something horrible happens. Well, I went out and had a look. Fortunately nothing horrible happened, but it was the hedgehog making the noise, and it was like growling and really cross, and I'm like, well, obviously you didn't like the water I gave you. You know, you're not having any more food if you're going to have that attitude with me. But yeah, and it was really loud. I've never heard a hedgehog make that noise before. I've heard them sort of like squeak a little bit, but I've never heard one growling, and it was really loud. And you know, I had to get close up to the hedgehog to realise that it was the hedgehog that was making the noise, because at first I'm thinking, this is a really silly thing to do. Something's going to jump out and get me, and nobody will find me till morning, because, you know, Hubby can't get out of bed on his own, so it'll be up to the neighbours to find what's left of me in the garden. Or maybe it could have been the thing that's nesting in the pampas grass at the front. Oh dear. Anyway, it's definitely the hedgehog, so we were okay. So I sort of like left it, really. I mean, what else could I do? It was okay, it was moving. It wasn't as though it was hurt or anything, but it was definitely cross about something. Anyway, I was we went and said that we just got up at normal time, and he'd gone, you know, he'd gone on his way, as he does. We very rarely see him in the daytime, it's always on a night time. And I was talking to our friend who takes Millie out for a walk in the morning for us, and I said, oh, this hedgehog was growling. He said, oh, there'll have been another hedgehog round. Apparently that's the noise that they make if there's another hedgehog on their patch. So obviously we've got two hedgehogs. So maybe when I've been talking to the hedgehog, it's actually been a different one. Maybe I talked to two different ones and treat them both the same. Maybe that's why he was cross. Oh dear me. Right, let's get this last number put in. So it's always fun and games in this house. 762 is number 9. Coming number 9, your time is up. Right, so let's see how many of these we can get in. Gosh, there is a lot of these. Wow. So I think this one will be the background. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then what have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think we'll split this then into 2 containers. We'll get a spare one there as well, so that we're not overfilling them. Let's grab my little stickers. So we need a... Oops. Get rid of your rubbish. There's honestly such a mucky pup these days. Blame the weather. Blame the growling hedgehog. Oh, dear. It's like a menagerie around here. Right, get rid of all those bits. Right, now we've cleared the decks a little bit. Now I can find a space to write. Okay. Move my scissors. So it's a number 9 and it is 762. Okay, so where's the lid gone? There it is. Tell you, I can't see a blooming thing. Don't know how on earth a diamond paint. Well, I do. I've got a really big magnifying glass. So we might as well do another one for number 18. Okay. So if we move those up, put number 16 up there, we can keep the two number 9s together, and then the spare number, oh, that lid's come off. Number 18 can go next to the number 18. Yay! Love it when a plan comes together. And that one is 3756 peppermint cream green. Lovely. Okay. And that one, little round circles fit on these. Okay, it's just the stickers that I've got that I've put through my Xyron. Right, so let's get these put in here. Okay, twos. Yeah, so talking of animals, I say we are exceptionally nosy. Well, I'm exceptionally nosy. Well, actually, to be fair, hubby, when we were both working full time, I mean, to be honest, I could hardly tell you the names of the neighbours. I just don't think you see people as much anymore when you're all out working. You know, in like our little close cul-de-sac thing that we live in, you don't really see people to talk to other than like hello or whatever. But hubby always made it his business to find out who everybody was. He's a lot more sociable than I am. And yeah, so there's all this banging and drilling and all this hammering and sawing. I think I've mentioned in a couple of the previous videos there was a drilling or sawing noise going on, and it was like being at the dentist. Well, we found out it's the neighbours, sort of like we're in like a little cul-de-sac here, and then it goes around the corner there, and the people that live in this corner, so our gardens overlook there, have built like this thing on the back of the house, on the back of the conservatory. And it's like a shed, but it's all like chicken wire fencing at the front, covered over at the back, and then it's got like a slope, a ramp inside. So I said, well, it looks like a huge rabbit hutch. It's going to be an enormous rabbit if they're putting a rabbit in there. But the slope looks a bit steep. And then we're saying, well, unless it's a cat, or I wonder what they're getting. So we've been watching this thing being built. Once we spotted where all the noise was coming from and what they were making, at first we thought they were just having decking put in the back garden. But we thought, oh, it's going on for a long time. And then all of a sudden this little like shed structure appears. And you think, all right, so they're obviously getting an animal of some sort. They did used to have, or they have got, a black cat. And the one that comes and torments Millie, I thought that was the one that they owned, because I've seen it in their back garden and going to their house before today. So unless something's happened to that, although there is still a black cat around here, so maybe there was two. Like the two hedgehogs, you know, obviously I don't know them as well as I think. The black cats have been two different cats and I've just not looked closely enough at them. Right, so that's the first number 9 full, so let's get the next one filled up. Okay. And yeah, anyway, so the animal was put in there last night before, but we couldn't really see what it was. I mean, my eyesight's awful, and hubby, as I say, is still having his injections at the hospital, so he's got to have them done again tomorrow. So he's actually, that's probably why he's not feeling brilliant. He gets himself so wound up and upset, he can make himself ill, you know, not deliberately, but you know, he gets so stressed with it, he can make himself sick and things. So I've forgotten about that, really. Maybe that's why. I try not to tell him when he's got a hospital appointment, particularly for his eye injections, because he gets so wound up. And it's such a struggle to get him to actually go. But he does need them. He can't lose his sight. You know, he's had enough wrong with him in the last 3 years. He doesn't need to lose his sight as well. which the possibility is he will do if he doesn't have this treatment, these eye injections. So yeah, so what I did in the end, gosh, spying on the neighbours, hope they don't watch these videos, is I got my camera, and it's a pretty good camera. I've hardly used it. Well, I haven't used it for the last 3 years. Photography's gone by the wayside, really. And it's got a 20 times optical zoom on it, which is a really good zoom. So I zoomed in on the cage so I could see what was in it. And it's a huge fluffy cat. Oh my goodness me, it is enormous. So that's why it needs a big cage. Whether it's going to stay in this cage or whether they're going to let it out and let it have a bit of freedom, I don't know. I suppose it could be one of those cats that's like a house cat, but as I say, at the moment it's in a cage outside, so I don't really know. But that was that mystery solved. Yeah, maybe the hedgehog was growling at the cat, but then the cat's quite a few gardens away, so I don't know. Which is the least full one? Oh, they're both about the same, so I'm going to split this between the two. Okay. So we'll open it lengthways so I can split it between the two. Right, so we'll put half in there and half in there. Oh, that was good, Liz. That was better. All right, put these in the bin. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Okay, so that's that one. Oops. And that's that one. Oh, I've got somebody hoofing at the door at me. It sounds like a Millie hoof. And then I don't really want to come in here because it's so hot for her, bless her. She's hot as it is. With being a black dog, she just seems to absorb the heat and permanently be panting. Bless her little cotton socks. So, right, we'll just get these put in this one. Okay, I'm not being overly careful getting every single drill out of these, but they are a round, and I have got, I think, every colour now in round spare, so hopefully I won't run out. I can't see that I will, there just seems to be an awful lot of drills here, but if I've thrown one away that I needed, well, I have, and I'll just have to get it out of my spare storage. It's too hot and sticky to be messing about getting every little last drill out of staticky packets. Okay, so that is all of those 18 colours kitted up. We'll put that on top there so we know that that belongs to there. Right, now then, the only other thing I was going to have a go at was getting this double-sided tape off this little key code down the side here. I have used my craft knife and a ruler and my craft mat to just score along this bit, and I just thought I'd have a go at using this new little gadget that I got. I thought it'd be really good for getting double-sided tape off the canvas, so I'm just going to see if I can get this off here. Maybe start this way and do it this way. Oh gosh, this is strong. I hope I don't take the numbers off. Oh gosh, this is so sticky, it's horrid. See if I can get a corner up. No, I don't think this is going to work. No, that's a shame. I thought this would be really good, particularly when I'm wanting to turn a double-sided tape canvas into a poured glue canvas. But this doesn't seem to be wanting to get this tape off, albeit it is very, very hot and sticky. And oh, yuck, we are. It is over a year old. It is sort of lifting it up. Usually on a double-sided tape canvas you can just sort of like roll the edges up, but this is a really big edge as well. It shouldn't harm the canvas underneath because the canvas, yeah, it's still leaving sticky anyway. Oh, that's not good. Okay, oh well, aha! Grabbing my fingers, get off. Let's just cut that bit there so that I'll be able to fold that over and see it a little bit anyway. So no, that's not worked. So don't want to be using my nails really, but you can usually get the double-sided tape off the canvas, and I just thought this little tool would be excellent at doing that, and it's not wanting to. So I do believe it's the sticky more than anything. It's old, and even though I've taken the top layer of the tape off there now, it's still sticky underneath. Oh well, it was just something to try. Alright, as you can see, look, this canvas has got a really big crease right down the middle, but I have managed to get most of it out because it is a very soft canvas. So it's, I think I'm going to be okay doing it. And this did come in one big piece as well. This is in the days when they used to do one big piece of double-sided tape. I've got a few rivers and bubbles. I'll just work on those as I go along. But yeah, it'll be okay. It's just for me. It is what it is. Hopefully it won't get too horrid to do. If it does, I'll just have to abandon it. But I'm hoping I won't have to. See if I can just show you this end of the dog rather than the tail end. Oh dear. So it came in one piece and Lizzie's just decided to tear it in half. Yeah. So yeah, look at all that background to do. But there we are. There's our little face and our little coat here. And a bit of holly here. But all this background. Wow. Lots of background colour. Okay, so that is my Christmas, DP Christmas in July 3. All kitted up and ready to go. For Mindy and Maritza's challenge. So I will try this again on a different painting, but at the moment it's too hot, too sticky, and that doesn't want to go back on there. I did have this as well, but I don't think that's going to work any better either. No, that's too bendy, too much flexibility in that one. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this little kitting up and this little chat. If you have, thumbs up is always much appreciated. If you've got any comments or questions, if you leave them in the comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you want to come back and see what I get up to next, if you press that subscribe button and the all notifications bell next to it, you'll be notified when any of my videos come up. So thank you ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.